In the last video, what I did was promise you that I'd show you the suggestion box and how it works. And you'll notice that this is specifically for 252, but of course we can create many pages that support this kind of functionality. So as you go and stretch this to go further, obviously this technology will support it. Now what you'll notice here is there's absolutely nothing. So I've deleted all the previous tests I've done just to show you how this works now for someone who wants to add an entry. Adding the entry is over here on the right side, and when you click a button, what happens is you get a form where you can title your suggestion and write the comments. And of course, if this comments aren't, if that text isn't big enough, you can expand that space. And so we can say this is our test subject, and you can imagine I have a great idea. And I submit the idea. Now, one of the things you'll notice is it will give me immediate feedback telling me that it's worked. It also gives me immediate feedback showing me that it actually was created on the site. It tells us who created it and roughly relative terms when they created it. It also tells me I have 0 comments. And me as a logged in user, I have 10 votes. Now you'll remember that we talked about not wanting to do a thumbs up or thumbs down because the thumbs down would be seen as negative. In this case, it's all quite positive. So what happens is people can have the right to vote and say, hey, this is one of the things that I want to vote on. Now I can't vote on my own here, so I'm going to let someone else come at another point. But every time they click this, each logged in person gets up to 10 votes to distribute across the ideas. Now that 10 isn't locked in stone. We have the ability to manipulate it. We also have the ability to capture comments. So it's not just that people are saying, hey, I like this or I don't like this. Someone can come over here and say, hey, this is a great idea, all right? And as they do that, what you'll notice is 2 things. First, it will add an additional comment here below, and more people can do it. I can, of course, hide the comment or display the comment. And even as I display the comment, you'll see the gravatar that we talked about appearing on the site. Now, this allows me to come over and take a look at all the popular ones, but popularity is determined in this case not only by votes, but it also is an algorithm looking at comments, but the majority of the issue is votes. The newest is obviously by the most recent date. And in progress and completed are ones that you're not going to see manipulated here until we actually go on the inside. When we go inside the system and we go to our feedback box, which is the module that we're using, you'll notice we have a couple options here. First, we're using the light colored approach to this, and we're telling it to put this particular technology, this module, onto our page 252 suggestions. We want to make sure that only people who are registered members can vote, and we want to tell them how many votes they're allowed to distribute every single month. Now again, we could change this from 10 to 20 or 10 down to 5. So you'll have that control. And then you'll notice how many, we have the option of how many feedback entries per page we want to put on and the text that we get to assign here. That's on the settings of it, right? What we're also able to do is come and take a look at our ideas, and in the next video what I'm going to do is show you how we can manipulate or edit those ideas to say what state they're in. So we can say, hey, this one is in progress, or this one's completed. So if you are collecting feedback that you're using, you can give people feedback to show them, hey, look, we've actually taken a lot of this to heart, and here are some of the things we're doing. So we'll see that in our next video.